Hey Graham, gonna do your reading. I pulled a few cards just now because I was gonna meditate on the energy, but I didn't. I just got too excited to start the video. So it is the 31st of October. It's Halloween, so the veil is thin. So messages should be coming through and more available, supposedly, potentially, maybe, who knows. But funny enough, the first card I pulled for the overarching theme is mischief. Trick or treat, trick or treat. So this card is about kind of a trickster energy, which I can interpret in a couple ways. So it could be, kind of encouraging you to be a bit more mischievous, to kind of get outside of your normal constraints in life and try and, be a bit more spontaneous and lighthearted and try and do something fun. It sounds like you've been in the hospital, you've been going through some really difficult, painful experiences that have been not fun and not lighthearted. And it's time now for you to kind of let loose and have a bit of fun and kind of find your sense of humor. I think this is the real opportunity right now. And maybe this is where Nelson comes in, is it'll be an opportunity for you to kind of get a little bit mischievous. There could also be kind of this like trickster energy going on where, you could have people around you that are a little bit slippery, shady, or like it's difficult to kind of tell if somebody's being authentic or whatnot, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. But that's one other interpretation of the card which may resonate for you, possibly. So that could be something to watch out for. The other cards that I pulled, maybe both in reverse, are romance and loyalty. And I get the sense that these are areas of struggle. I don't get the feeling that there's like some new romance coming in, although, maybe there is, I don't know. But I don't get that feeling. And it's kind of making me wonder, because I know we haven't talked a lot lately, and I do still kind of feel this like dark kind of energy between us after everything that went down when you came to Kelowna and how intense it was for you. And I think that also just the way I treated you after how like loyal you were to me. I just think back to like at Shambhala, how you like came all the way there just to deliver me supplies, and like you were always like so loyal to our friendship, but also this romance that unfortunately it was like not reciprocated by me, but I think was felt on your end. And I think that there's still some like pain here, some like hurt from like the way that I acted and the way I treated you, and some of the like harsh and maybe cruel things that I said or like posted on my blog. And I'm really sorry about that. I just kind of lashed out because I was so overwhelmed by everything that happened. And I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like, I know you're very sensitive, and um, I can imagine you felt a little bit betrayed by that, because of how I kind of turned on you and was no longer there for you. So I'm really sorry about that, and I hope that um, that's something that can be put, not like put to rest, but just like um, healed a little bit, because I think that there's some wounding there from the way that I treated you, that may be still kind of manifesting in your life as just like I get the sense of like a dull ache of like when somebody is in your life and then all of a sudden they're gone, like the way that it happened with me. And I think that maybe you kind of felt like I left you behind a little bit because of like my life kind of is coming into this next chapter, and you're kind of staying behind in the old way of living that we were in. And yeah, I just feel that there's some soreness about everything that happened and kind of the way things have been since I left, because of how we left things, and how difficult the Kelowna trip was, and some of the other experiences you've had since then. Like, I think it hasn't been easy for you. I'm gonna pull some more tarot on this. I'm gonna start with the romance and loyalty. I love this dog, the Borzoi. It's so sweet, this dog, and I get that energy from you. It's very, very genuine and sweet, and I always felt that when we were together, and always the way that you were like looking out for me and had just so much loyalty and dedication to helping me. And I think that's something that's really rare and really special about you. So I'm gonna let's look at that first. What's going on with that wounding? What's challenging you? Just trying to shuffle these. Okay. What's challenging you? A new start. So I think you're in need of a new beginning, a fresh new adventure to set out on. And so I think that Nelson is the perfect thing for you, to switch things up, to give yourself an opportunity to kind of see what else is out there. I think that maybe stagnancy has been an issue and kind of left you kind of in a rut a little bit, in kind of the same thinking patterns and same circles of people and just constraints of life. So I think that it's a challenge, but also a big opportunity to set out on this new adventure and start something new in the material world that will build around you as a kind of new foundation for your life, turning over a new leaf. Leaves. I think also just starting anew has been a challenge, trying to figure out how to start anew and what to bring with you, what to let go of, where you belong in the world. These are all things that have weighed on your mind. What's supporting you? The world is supporting you. So this is like a cosmically aligned event. So the world is conspiring in your favor. See this gateway here and all the swirling possibilities of what lies through that gateway. So this is the doorway that you're being offered to start anew, to start a new phase of life in a completely different realm that you haven't even seen the likes of yet. And you're supported by all these animals. There's an owl, a bear, a rabbit, a snake. There's a big completion of a cycle that's happening here. A fullness of of an experience where you've kind of rounded the bend and you're like, okay, do I go around another time or do I step off here and do something new? And I think it's time that, you close this cycle and start something new and take a step in a new direction and walk through that doorway. It's really challenging you to be brave and um, take a risk because you have everything that you need to be successful on this new adventure. You have the whole world behind you. What's the advice for you? The Apprentice of Wands. Got a slug. Reminds me of the time I sat on the slug. It was so slimy. It was just random. The Apprentice of Wands. So he has a lot of enthusiasm, but he's also very, he's young. He's a little bit inexperienced, but he's raring to go with this sense of adventure and excitement and passion for what he's doing. So I think kind of embracing that like learner beginner's mindset and being open to new experiences, being open to the potential for something really beautiful and being excited about that possibility is going to serve you well. You're still at the beginning stages of this journey and you still have a lot to learn. You're not like at a mastery level at any length of the imagination. This is very much a learner that's just beginning on this journey. But it's this new journey is going to be something that really lights you up inside and gives you the willpower to kind of move forward in life in a new direction and have a better sense of direction. As long as you show up with the enthusiasm or just the patience to be optimistic and, put yourself out there in a way that you haven't necessarily felt comfortable to do before. Let's see, I'm going to pull some different cards here. I'll pull one of my homemade cards. At a time of unprecedented strife, struggle, opportunity, think again. So you may be at a point right now where you've had some bad luck, like you've had some bad health problems and it's been really rough on you. But instead of it being like a time of sadness, there's a lot of potential here for you to come out the other side stronger and more resilient and actually doing really great because you've kind of been through the shitty shit. So now you can actually embrace like some of the more joys in life. Sometimes getting sick really makes you appreciate being healthy. And I think that this is an opportunity for you to really see some gratitude in your life and really notice the things that you have that, like your health, that are really things that we take for granted a lot of the time. And I think really embracing this and like finding that confidence in yourself again. Once you've been through some hard things, sometimes the little things seem a little bit smaller too. And it kind of puts things back in perspective. Pull some of these, which are also my homemade. They just each have a word on them. So let's see. Tell me about energies coming in for you. We've got paradox and changes. So two things being true at the same time that are incompatible. and changes. So that you're going through a period of immense change right now, or you're going to be going through quite a bit of change. Um, but the paradox is, some things will always stay the same. You're still bringing some things with you, and it's really up to you how much you embrace this change and how much you allow it to change you, um, not just um, changing your environment, but really inviting yourself to kind of question some of your um, thought patterns and your belief systems, and limiting beliefs about yourself, and really embracing a new perspective and a new way of looking at the world and way of looking at yourself that allows for um, more freedom and more potential for happiness, where you allow yourself more self-love, um, more forgiveness, more patience. um, that's really what's going to change your life around you the most, outside of just changing your external environment, is really looking at how you um, engage with yourself. And um, the love that you give yourself is a reflection of the love that the world is going to provide back to you. So it always starts there. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself first, because you just can't. You have nothing to give. You're giving from an empty cup. And I think that these changes, the paradox is, these changes are really starting inside of you, and there's a spark that's kind of come to into being, that's kind of igniting this desire for change and this completely new transformation of your life, because there's something changing inside of you. You're in a metamorphosis type of energy right now, where there's so much potential for um, drastic adjustments in how you um, interact with the world, how you engage, how you approach life, how you show up to your life. And you see the potential of something more. You want more. And that's great. I think that's really, really wonderful. People kind of sometimes say that, we should be happy with what we have, and it's wrong to want more. It's kind of this like um, sense of greed that comes from wanting more, but it's totally natural to want more, and it's healthy to want more and to push yourself to believe that there's a better life out there for you, and to have the courage to actually go out and look for it, and go out and look at these parts of yourself sometimes that are difficult to look at, because ultimately it's going to allow you to grow and to shift into a more peaceful state of being. Um, and there's still a lot for you to learn. There's still a lot for you to experience that's going to help you mature and like gain more wisdom along this journey. But right now, what you're being invited to do is just to show up with lots of energy and enthusiasm for the potential of this new beginning, this turning over this new leaf. There's something really beautiful about this scene of the like rainforest and the mountains. The mountain represents the journey and the ascent to this higher state of being, and you're in this beautiful forest that is presenting you with this adventure up this mountain, and you're just at the beginning stages. You've just stepped onto the path, and there's so much waiting for you. Um, the whole world is supporting you. You're walking through this big portal, this doorway into a completely new life that's going to be unlike anything um, you can fathom right now. But just trust that this is a time for you to be reborn, in a sense. Like, you're coming out the other side of this difficult period of your life, and There's so much potential for beauty and for um, you to find the resilience in yourself to kind of come back and meet life with um, some determination to find happiness and find joy, and that believe that it's possible, believe that there is um, something out there for you, someone out there for you. Maybe it's out there, you just have to have the faith in it, trust that you're worthy of this, and it's only a matter of time until you attract in these things into your life that you're worthy of, because that's the law of attraction. And it's a time for you to really step into your sovereignty, being sovereign here, of being independent, of really learning what it means to rely on yourself, which is a big part of that is self-love, and just being detached from maybe the needs of other people a little bit, kind of just learning how to protect your energy and stand in your own power, and really have this independent confidence about you that has good boundaries, and um, really has a good sense of what they need to be, what their needs are, and what they need to have their needs met in the world, and what they require from others and what they don't require from others, what they're able to provide on their own, their self-sufficiency, which a lot of that comes from self-love, and um, putting your highest good first, and being kind to yourself, and learning to be gentle with yourself also, not be too hard on yourself, but also firm enough that you make the decisions you need to be successful and be happy in the long run. Okay, we're mostly wrapping up here. I'm going to pull one more card from the Sacred Creators Oracle. Something to leave you with, to ponder, what to meditate on for you, what you should be thinking about as you move forward. It's a question to ponder, or idea to think about. Make a mission statement for your soul. What are you here for on earth? What do you live for? What makes you get up in the morning? Why do you keep going? For what purpose? What's your life's work? What are you here to contribute? What are you here to take energy away from? What are you here to put a stop to in this world? What are you here to make known? What are you here to give? Think about what your purpose is, or how you find purpose in your life. Where do you find purpose, and where do you find meaning in life? And how can you kind of steer that in a direction that puts you on a path to a more fulfilling life? Make a mission statement for your soul. Being honest, being truthful. What's the honest truth? No bullshit. Be honest with yourself, and don't be afraid of what the answers are. Just take them as they come and be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself, don't blame yourself, just observe, acknowledge, accept the truth. Because you know what the truth is. You always know what the truth is deep down. Your gut will tell you what the truth is. You know. Okay. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for the $10. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll do another one for you soon. Take care. Hope you're having a great night. Bye-bye.